I was a Belgian. I was billed as the creature who features in my book, A Translated Man, René van Valkenbosch. It was all Zoe Scourding's fault. It was slightly embarrassing. I remember Reese comparing, he said, staring straight and ironically at me, after the break we're going to have a fake Belgian. But it suited me fine. I was reading Van Valkenbosch's supposed poems anyway, the ones he wrote in Walloon and the quite different ones he wrote in Flemish. Before he starts to disappear at the end of the book, he invents his own poets, 27 of them for each member state of the EU, the EUOIA, the European Union of Imaginary Authors. I wrote a few of these for the book, but Zoe again made me revisit the complete list when we were asked to compose a collaborative poem for the Manchester Camerata by Stephen Fowler. Thus Gerken Arnavut was born. That tipped me over into the madness of doing a lot. As a curated and co-created anthology, I'm pleased that Alice has agreed to join me in co-creating the Catalan poet Cristobal Zubira. We're going to read one poem each, one from his Spanish side and one from his Catalan side. He's a weird mirror of Van Valkenbosch in that sense only. But it's appropriate to read them first in bilingual Wales. But we want to emphasise that we both wrote both poems, we're not just reading our own beats. Now, Alice is going to tell you about our creature, the little we, all the world, know of him.
Cristobal Zubira was born in 1957 in Barcelona. He worked for many years as a street performer and living statue in the tourist districts of the city. Between 1980 and 2007, Zubira produced 4 collections of poetry, alternately in Catalan and Spanish. But since then, his poetry has not appeared in print, except for several unattributed poems inscribed on the paving of cul-de-sacs in the city, recently acknowledged as his work. There was one doubtful sighting in Brussels in the summer of 2010.
So this is the supposedly Spanish poem translated to English, called Freeze Block Station. The cat sniffs the floorboards, compulsive. The banana boxes are full of dead books, sustained immobilities. For resuscitation, I make my best impressions of unshiftable listening. Hold until there are parrots in green beyond the undrawn blinds. I stand and read against the wall, off kilter, overlaid with a pattern of uneven shadow composed by curtains knotted like fists. Beneath the window, morning unpacks a market of Catholic curses. Beyond, Montjuic sings to the trees. They listen for a rumba, tilting, their upper limbs starched with light. I stretch the skein of invisibility over my face, but I know that my brow, nose and mouth push through. I envy rappers that no longer enfold such dense befuddlements of stuff, and find myself uneven, betrayed or maybe freshened here and there by the slow baring of throat or gut to the gutters of peripheral vision. Eyes nailed to a tree animate all these poses before the universal disaster, a curtain call of small change and foreign notes to be reworded for bananas, peanuts from the kiosk, biscuits for the cat who snuffles in a small print for dropped coins.
Performance between 2 points from the Catalan. Balance is a tenuous line to grip between your toes. No hands, one leg, closed eyes, soft moon landing of pointed steps. A horse falls from a chair, a man melts into a lamppost, a boat's prow, ploughed, zig-zag, crosses the bay, while phalangist saints lie petrified on low slabs, and the Columbus monument twists its printed shadow around your middle, circumnavigating this navel-gazing delight as you spin on a paving stone, wrinkled for Gaudi, and call yourself mine, like a bicycle stuck on the spot. But watch, untethered you, running circles under the underpass, trip into the alarmed mouth of your lover, drop by the cafe for a coffee and croissant, and dance your way through these mirrored alphabets where, in the basement bar, vowels blast open a black tobacco way to haunt the Roman street below this street. Or, from an attic flat, a rolled R reels out to catch the doves in flight and paint them pink with rampant tongues of sunshine. And even along the shady Carrère d'Angignac, you wing, a rush of air, a gush of belonging, as you prime trim space with your becoming, twisting on a point, moving along the paving, flailing your arms, settling on a spot, a dot on the page, a stop, fully stopped.
Thank you.